Okay, now I will explain the types of motions uh, for the given figures. So first one, square rod. So a square bar in a square hole. So this is a square hole. So this is the front view of the figure. So in that square hole there is a square rod is there. Okay. So this one is the front view and this one is the side view. So here, so it comes under completely constrained motion. Completely constrained motion. What is completely constrained motion? I will explain. So completely constrained motion means it is a type of motion in which relative motion between the links. So these are the two links. This one is the fixed link and there is another link. So there are two links. So it is a kinematic pair. What is the meaning of kinematic pair? Joining of two links. So it is a kinematic pair. So in that, it is a type of motion in which the relative motion between the links in a definite direction by itself, irrespective of external force applied. That means here, so this link or this part only can move in this direction only because we are putting in a hole. So suppose this is a square hole, this is a square one. So then we can move this link only this direction only. So only this is the motion. Only this one is the relative motion between these two. So that's why. So it is called completely constrained motion. What is the meaning of completely constrained motion? In a kinematic pair, the motion is in a definite direction. That means it can move only in this direction, irrespective of external force. There is no external force. If you apply the external force also, then it will move only in this direction. So that motion is known as completely constrained motion. So the example for the completely constrained motion is nothing but a block which is moving in a square hole or a square bar. This is the square bar which is moving in a square hole. So square hole, if you take a square hole, the square bar moves in a square hole. This is the completely constrained motion. The second one is the shaft in a circular hole. So here, instead of square hole, there will be a shaft. So shaft in a square hole. So this is a shaft. This is the axis of the shaft. That means there are two motions today. It is incompletely constrained motion. So that means it can move, it can rotate or it can move. So there are two motions are there. So there is no single motion. There is no single definite motion. There are two motions are there. So what is in incompletely constrained motion? The relative motion between the links depends upon the direction of the external force acting on them. A good example of incompletely constrained motion is motion of a shaft in a circular hole. So that means, so whether the force in the previous case, whether the force applied or not, it can move only in one direction. Whether the force applied also in this direction or applied, if it is not applied also, there is no other directions. But if you take the square rod in a square hole, we can rotate or we can move. So it depends upon the direction of force. If you apply this type of force, then it can rotate. If you apply this direct force in this direction, it can move. So that means there are the relative motion between the links depends upon the type of external force. If you rotate, you can rotate. If it is pushing, it will move straight. So that means two motions depends upon the direction of applied force. So the motion depends upon the applied force. So that is known as incompletely constrained motion. So what is the example? A shaft in a circular hole. A shaft in a circular hole is the example for incompletely constrained motion. Now the third one. So the third one is the partially or successfully constrained motion. So when it is called partial or successfully constrained motion, so the next one is the successfully or partially constrained motion. So when the relative motion between the links occurs in a definite direction, but not by itself, but by some other means. For example, if you take the footstep bearing example, the application of footstep. So here what will happen? The footstep bearing, so there is a shaft is there. So this shaft, so if you apply the load here, so due to this it contains only one motion. It contains only one motion. That means because of the applied force only it move, but only it will move only one direction. So that type of motion is known as partially constrained motion. So in a question there are three figures are given. Just he is asking name the type of motions existing between the links. You have to write down the types of motions. So here it is what the type of motion. So it is the partially constrained motion. The previous two is, the first one is the completely constrained, the second one is the incompletely constrained. Okay, thank you.